There's a new warning from the U.S. Surgeon General. Parenting can be harmful to your mental health. The new advisory from Dr. Vivek Murthy says parents in particular are under dangerous levels of stress. Analysis now from Dr. Leigh Richardson, licensed counselor and founder of the Brain Performance Center in Dallas. Leigh, what's your read on this?
Well, my read is, I'm thankful that he came out and he acknowledged this, because to quote him, we have to make a fundamental shift in the way that we view and prioritize mental health. He targeted parents because they have unique stressors, and it's a different world we live in, Gordon, raising children with social media, with the digital transformation, with what goes on in schools and bullying, and a lot of those parents are also caregivers. They have older parents. But I think that his statement could apply to every group out there. Veterans, you and me, everybody has got to prioritize their mental health, their brain health.
Do you get the sense that it's any harder now for today's parents than it was for our parents?
Absolutely, I do. The divorce rate is much higher in today's world than it was 20 years ago, 30 years ago. And so there are more blended families, there are more single parents. The core family has changed. There's different dynamics there. Children are asked to, children went through the pandemic where they lost their sense of community. They had to get in front of a computer and learn. So all of those things, they don't go away. Okay, they're back in school, but a lot of them still, I have a client that said, I still remember that I didn't get to participate in this, or I didn't get to participate in this because of the pandemic. So there's a lot more stress in the financial situation, the international wars. Boy, we could go on. And as a parent, you worry not only for yourself, but for the future of your children.
Yeah. Loneliness is a big problem now, too, correct?
Absolutely. And last year, the Surgeon General put an advisory out on loneliness, that we had to acknowledge that. So I think that there's a lot of value in the messages he's sending out. The problem is that people don't see a solution, and there is a solution. There absolutely is a solution.
We're speaking with Leigh Richardson, licensed professional counselor, also founder of the Brain Performance Center in Dallas. And we're talking about parents under dangerous levels of stress, at least according to the U.S. Surgeon General. The solution is what then, since you teased it?
Well, I did tease it. And the solution is what we do at the Brain Performance Center. I also own the Brain Performance Institute. I also have started an initiative, the Brain Capital Initiative, and it offers proven neurotechnological and neuroscience solutions that can heal and rejuvenate the brain. And the time has come. We've tried sticking our head in the sand and telling ourselves that it'll go away. Gordon, I started having mental health conversations back in 2005. They were so lonely. Nobody, because of the stigma associated with mental health, nobody would talk about it. In 2009, when I shifted to using the brain health, I got more conversation around that. Just getting my doctorate, finishing that, and opening the Brain Performance Institute, I now target brain capital, because everything you do, everything you don't do, it all depends upon how your brain's working. And we live so much longer now. We live to be 90 or 100. I don't know about you, and I want to live that long, but I want to live and participate and be engaged.
Yeah. What's give one or two tips to parents who are trying to manage the stress they might be feeling?
Well, my number one tip is it's okay to not be okay, and to acknowledge that within your family unit. We all have days where we're a little nervous or we're anxious or we're just overwhelmed and we don't have the energy to do what we need to do. And the only thing that parents can do is check in on a weekly basis. Let's sit down. Let's talk about how your week's going. And look at the body language. Look at the expression on the faces. And if you see some body language, if you see your child withdraw, take a minute. Hey, how was your day? Make that connection.
Thanks, Leigh. Dr. Leigh Richardson, licensed counselor and founder of the Brain Performance.